Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Voxel Twig, and today we are back in my time at Sandrock to talk all about recycling. One of the biggest changes, one of the top 5 differences between Portia and Sandrock is recycling, a new way to gather resources in this scarce world. So, in Portia, you would chop down trees, mine rocks, and that's how you would basically get all your resources. In Sandrock, they added recycling, which is a whole new mechanic. So here, around the world, you see these piles, these scrap piles. So naturally, wooden scrap piles, they get made, or they get broken with wood scrap. There's some more up here. And then we have rubber scrap, which just looks like a tire. And from that, boom, we got a rubber scrap. This one right here, we have copper scrap. Once you get a little bit further into the game, you'll unlock iron scrap, okay? Right now, we're just going to run around. I'm going to show you where to get some, right? So this is, I'm not going to have to mine the whole thing, but there's iron scrap right there. There's an iron scrap right here. This robot. And then if we go into here, there's a big old iron scrap right here. And then right here, this is a nice mixed junk pile. So if you break this, you get an assortment of different scraps. So we got a couple of copper scraps, we got a mechanical scrap, and we got a rubber scrap. So that was pretty exciting. Now, if we come out here, this is what our stone scrap pile is going to look like. And I think just over the hill yonder, yep, there it is, we are going to see fine wood scrap. So at the time of recording this video, these are all of the scraps currently available in the game. We are currently recording this on the closed beta version, just because we want to make sure that I have something out there for everybody to be able to follow along and get some basic information. Because the closed beta did cover the first about 20 to 25 hours of the game, so this information should last you a good while. I'm sure they're going to add things when early access comes out, but for now, we're working with what we got. So, now that we have all of our beautiful scrap, we can come over to our recyclers. So currently, we have 2 kinds of recyclers. Our basic recycler, and our basic recycler can recycle everything, basically everything except iron scrap. To recycle iron scrap, you need this sweet civil recycler. Okay? And now, these recyclers and every machine will require 2 things to run in the desert. They will require power, which can come in the form of dregs, power stone, or wood, and they will also require water. Every machine you own will require water in the desert, which adds another layer to the scarcity and the necessity of resources. So, if we look, we're just going to go down the list. If we look at wood scrap, okay? 1 wood scrap, we can see this, it finishes in 1 hour and 15 minutes. From this, you're guaranteed to get 2 to 3 dregs, which, again, we know we can use as a fuel source. You have a high chance to get 3 or more pieces of wood, and a high chance to get 1 wooden stick. Okay? Stone scrap, dregs. You also have a high chance to get 1 brick or 3 or more stone from each of these. You have a medium chance to get a power stone and a low chance to get stone slate. Copper scraps, everything has dregs, okay? Copper scrap, you have a high chance to get 1 copper bar, a high chance to get 1 copper stick, and a medium chance to get a power stone. Moving on to our mechanical scrap, you have a high chance to get a 1 bearing and a high chance to get 1 old part. Rubber, you're guaranteed 1 to 2 pieces of rubber from each one. This one takes a little longer. See, they're slowly getting higher. These 2, hour and 15, hour and a half, hour 45, and now rubber takes 2 hours. And you also have a high chance to get 1 rubber tube and 1 rubber shell. And then lastly, in the regular recycler, we have, in 2 hours and 15 minutes, fine wood scrap, which has a high chance to get 3 or more hardwood and a high chance to get 1 hardwood stick. Okay? So these are all, this is really can be one of the best ways to get this scrap, because the scrap respawns every couple of days. So, you know, using this to get 3 or more wood from a single scrap in an hour it doesn't seem like a ton, but when there's not a lot of trees everywhere, it's great. Same thing with, you know, stone. If you run out of stones to break, copper, you don't have to. Really the best part about this is, like, look, you get a wooden stick, you get stone bricks, copper bars, and copper sticks. So by using the recycler, you don't need to use a furnace or another processing machine. You're getting processed goods from this, right? Like, you're getting rubber shells and rubber tubes. You're getting hardwood sticks. And the same thing over here at the civil recycler. If we look at iron, you have a high chance to get a steel bar, a medium chance to get an iron latch, and then you have a medium chance to get a power stone. So if we come look at our civil furnace here, a brick takes 4 pieces of stone. Copper bars, 3 pieces of copper. If we look down at steel bars, it takes graphite, iron ore, and dynas. So by using the recycler, you're basically cutting out an entire extra step. You see, look, we ran out of power here, so we'll just go ahead and power that bad boy up. Okay? And now, while not specific to recycling and to scrap, another very important thing about the desert, as you can see from several of my machines, is we live in the desert. Sand gets everywhere. And if you see this little symbol right there, that means my machine is dirty. So we got to take our trusty feather duster and clean these bad boys up. So I would highly recommend, once you get into this game, this from our house right here, if you head up to that plateau right where the top of my head is, there's a bunch of rocket roosters up there, okay? And from there, they drop feathers, and once you get 5 of those sweet feathers, you can make yourself a feather duster, and then you can clean this place up. Look at that. Good as new, right? Good as new. And now, for recycling, like I said, everything you do needs water, which is why you can see here we have all these dew collectors, which we're using to just generate water. It's usually about 1 to 2 water per day that they generate, and then it takes 10 dew to make 1 jar of water that you then use to power your machines from our trusty water tank here. We can see the water tank is actually almost out of water, so we can just fill it up, and then this fills all of our tanks with water all at the same time, which is great. So it's perfect. Some things are out of fuel, but it's okay. But that's where we're going to wrap it up for today, you guys. This was all about recycling. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit that like button down below and leave me a comment letting me know what you liked. Or if you have ideas or videos you want to see going over stuff in Sandrock, let me know that as well, because like I said, this is from the closed beta version, so there is plenty of stuff available. I know a lot of people are waiting or aren't able to play right up until we get early access coming out. So if you have something that you're interested in, or you're thinking about, or you're like, hey, how do I find this, or what do I go for this? Because I'm a little bit further along from launch day, I should be able to help with that, so I can answer questions if you have them. And remember, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to see when we upload our new videos. And as always, you guys, I am Voxel Twig, and I will catch you all next time.